Hey guys, Chlorine King here. Time for another vlog. This topic here is going to take you leaps and bounds above the competition. And what I mean by that is, what should your attitude be like with these clients? It's amazing what you hear out on your route from clients from previous companies. I could go on and on with stories of people and how they say I respond differently than the competition. There's a couple that really stick out to me. One was, I went out on an estimate and I got the job and all that, and for the next couple of weeks the gentleman kept saying, wow, you're so much different than the other company. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And he goes, well, the other company let my pool turn green, and I called them on a Sunday, and the owner of the company told the guy, I'm extending you a courtesy by answering the phone on a Sunday. What? You can't say that to a client that's paying you money for a service you're supposed to be providing. If my pool turned green, I'd be calling that company too on a Sunday. That's unacceptable. Now, not unacceptable from the standpoint that the pool turned green. I don't know to the degree that it turned green. It might have just had some algae on the walls, or it might have turned into a swamp. I'm not sure. When I took it over, there was algae. It wasn't horrible. But the point is, what's unacceptable is you can't say, hey, I'm extending you a courtesy by answering the phone. I mean, that's just, I could never imagine saying that to a client. So be willing to pick up the phone at all times. Obviously you need some time away from the business and all that, which is fine. Everyone should get that. Any reasonable person should understand that. But you don't make a client feel bad by saying something like that to them when they're responding to a problem that you caused. So that's one example. And then I had another client. She, I started talking a lot with her throughout the weeks when I first started, and she goes, you're just such a breath of fresh air, and you don't curse at me, you don't insult me when I ask questions. And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, the other company, I ask, what can I do during the times off, and how do I adjust my pump, or how do I adjust my time, on my timer. And she told me that the company literally cursed at her. And you can't be doing that either. I mean, that's a recipe for failure. I mean, that's going to a gunfight with no gun. You're gonna fail. So those are two examples. The attitude that, in my opinion, are unacceptable to have in the pool industry. What type of attitude should you have? Well, I mean, you should really be responsive. You should be offering to do everything you can to help, just stuff like that. Because those type of things go miles and miles above what other people offer for whatever reason. If a client asks you a question and you don't know the answer, or you don't know why that specific thing is happening, don't say, I don't know, and come off real stern. Say, well, I'm not really sure why that's happening at the moment, but let's go investigate and take a look. Be willing to help and go above and beyond. And that type of attitude is an attitude that's going to take you far in the industry and just provide that level of service that people deserve. And heck, if myself and you and 5,000 other companies start doing that, we're all going to be able to charge higher rates, because for all those people that are charging lower rates that aren't having that type of attitude, they're going to phase out, and we're all going to benefit. So get your attitude in check and make it more customer friendly, and I promise you'll go far in the business, and you'll be helping the business, even though it's a small piece. So have a great day, everyone. Subscribe, and don't hesitate to comment. Take care.